Welcome back, episode 5 of Rival Talk. I'm Amo. That's Matt. He's the Washington fan. I'm the Cowboys fan. Let's get into it. We've got a packed show again today. A lot of the regular. We're gonna overview week 4, and then we're gonna go and dive into the Thursday night matchup because the Commanders are gonna be playing. And then we actually got a few surprises for you here in a little bit. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one today. Matt, I'll let you take it from there.
I think we need to get into the first surprise. Um,
I'm ready for it.
Give me a second.
Little
Sorry.
technical difficulties, huh?
Yeah. First surprise is I reached out to a friend, one of my longtime friends. He doesn't really have any graphic design, but he knows a lot more than either of us do. And I just gave him an account and I was like, yo, go crazy, do what you can do. And he kind of went crazy. Let me share here right now. He came up with this very sick logo for us. Like he used the W for the V and the star for the K. Amo, when you sent it, you said your first words were "bro." That's
Bro,
too fire, and
too
I
fire.
can't agree.
Dude,
Uh,
the key there, the K with the star, genius. Genius.
I don't know
I
where he came up with it. It's sick.
I love it. Thank you to your friend. Big
Yeah.
shout out.
His name's Jaden.
Big shout
Credit
out
where
to
credit
Jaden
is due. Yeah,
because of
that
that.
that is
We've got the
crazy.
official logo.
The official logo of Rival Talk. I mean, it has everything we wanted. It has, the name, shows that we're a Washington fan, shows that we're a Cowboys fan. It couldn't have asked for anything better.
Perfect. That was surprise number 1. Now, there was rumors we might have another one.
Rumored, but I think we need to save that for later. That
All
rumor,
right, we'll get into
We'll,
it in a
we'll
little
we'll
bit.
build up. We'll go into some games. Maybe we'll get to that rumor. Come on, we can't
All right,
drop all the heat on them at once.
you're right.
That's
You're
not
right.
fair.
We'll dive into week 4 here, and since we already touched on the Lions game last podcast, um, I
That takes
will
us straight
let's
into
start with
the
the Falcons and Jaguars game in the same order we picked them. We're gonna
yeah.
review them here. So this was at 9:30. This was the Toy Story game.
Yeah, I didn't make
You
it for
end up
kickoff.
yeah.
I
I think
woke
it's
up for part of the
surprising.
game. I made it for part. I think I made it first half, like late second quarter. I turned on the Toy Story version first, as I said I was going to. It was awful. I
They were
mean,
having horrible technical difficulties. I turned it off in like 3 seconds.
it wasn't even the technical difficulties. It was like I feel like I watched. I mean, maybe a play, but like it felt like I was watching like a backyard football, like the game I used to play on my
Yeah,
DS.
yeah.
Like it felt like I was watching that. Like,
I
I
do
mean,
love the idea behind it. Like if I had a kid right now, I would love it because at 9:30 in the morning,
they
what are
want
kids
to
doing? They're
they want
watching
to watch
cartoons.
cartoons. Yeah,
Yeah, so they're still watching cartoons, but I mean, now they can learn about football. I love it. But
I
let's dive a
mean,
little bit more into the actual game here.
yeah,
End up Jags all the way. I mean,
the Jags have back-to-back games in London, so they're staying there, so they're getting used to it.
let's do that. That's crazy. That is
Yeah,
wild. They ended up having 2 games in London
I
back
mean,
to back.
uh, though I believe it's because that they're want to get a team there, prefer probably the Jags in 5 to 10 years, and they're trying to see how the travel affects the teams. There's one team that went back after 1 week, and there's this team that's going back after two, like home for two, like away for two, almost for them. But yeah, diving into the game, it was just Jags, Jags, Jags. Desmond Ritter had 2 interceptions, did not look good. I texted you mid game. I said Taylor Heineke question mark. Like, as a
Well, we
Washington
both said
fan,
that to each other. Yeah, Desmond Ritter did not have a good game, and when you did say that, I mean, it was just Jags, Jags, Jags. I mean, when you look at the stats, the possession time was It's pretty close, 27 minutes towards 32, but I guess 5 minutes more with the ball and two turnovers.
Yeah,
That's
I
the game
mean,
right there, especially when you're playing a team that can't move the ball quickly in the air. It's Bijan looked good though.
yeah,
He
Bijan had
looked good
100
though.
yards. You know,
Oh yeah,
he ate. And honestly,
shook that
looking at the
guy.
stats, like it looks very close. Like Desmond Ritter had almost 200 yards. Trevor Lawrence barely had 200 yards. Like the stats were there. It's just like the interceptions. Trevor he was flawless. I mean, there was Jacksonville had two fumbles and recovered them. Desmond Ritter fumbled and they lost it. That's three turnovers from Desmond Ritter. Like that's really the story of the game.
He did throw a pick six, I believe, or
Yeah,
he had a fumble recovered. I mean, they got points off of these turnovers, and that's how you win games. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
the Jags looked good, and yeah, I mean, the Falcons are bad though. I mean, they got to figure a few things out. Maybe the quarterback position is what's going to hold them back, but they're going to win a few games. They're going to lose some,
I
but
mean, what
the
sticks
Jags
out to
look
me
like they're taking
is
the right
Kyle
step.
Pitts. Like Kyle Pitts was a dog at Florida. Like
Come to
he,
Dallas, man. They're wasting his career.
yeah, he had four
Dallas.
targets, like two catches. Like they need to figure out how to get him involved. And I mean, I've watched Taylor Heineke for a lot of years. He loves to throw to a tight end. Like he could have some fun in that offense if they just
Everything
give it
goes
to
to
him.
shit. Throw it to your tight end, man.
Like I don't know, he's not gonna have Terry, and I got a shirt that says "fuck it." Terry's out there somewhere, and it's just him chucking it. Like it's a quote of his. It was true. But yeah, I think that's enough from our London. Back to the States.
Wait. Before we do that, we gotta go over. So I had the Falcons winning that game. You had the Jags. I don't know why I picked the Falcons. I think I was just trying to oppose you there.
Yeah, I mean,
But I was wrong. I mean, it's not like they had no chance. I mean, once the game actually started getting going, yeah. But like before the game, like I mean, it'd be logical for someone to
yeah,
maybe take. I don't think the
they're
spread was too big. I mean, they weren't too big of favorites.
crazier things have happened in London. Like
No real home field advantage either. So
both teams have to travel. It really takes an effect on them, I think.
yeah. Well, I was wrong on that one.
I
Good
mean,
pick there.
it's
Safe
all right.
one.
We were both wrong a lot this week.
Yeah, let's roll into another one that surprised the both of us, huh?
Yep, we both went. Do we both have the Dolphins here?
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, the Dolphins. I mean, I think it's just the story of it is that the Bills are just an all around good football team. Like their defense is solid.
Josh Allen's been playing awesome the last few games, besides that first game.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it, four touchdowns, 320 yards. Like, bam.
ran one as well.
Yeah, he did. He had a rushing touchdown. Like their defense is good. They're off. Like they might be my Super Bowl favorite right now. But I mean, at the end of the day, the
It
Bills.
changes every week, doesn't it, huh?
Yeah,
I mean,
like
just they beat who was both of our Super Bowl favorites as far as the AFC goes. I mean, this week
that
pretty
division is gonna be fun
handily,
to
which
watch it
is
come down to.
it is, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I don't know when these two teams meet next. Let me see if I can look that up real quick. They meet next. Oh, week 18. What a way to end the season. Like
Oh
that could
wow,
be for the division.
oh wow, that is gonna be wild.
That's gonna be a fun one. Like these teams are just both gonna get better. I mean, I watched. It looked like Tyreek Hill got hurt, but he's fine. He's gonna be fine.
So is that what I mean? I didn't get to watch a ton of it. I mean, I have Tyreek in fantasy, and I saw he did something early, and then didn't really get the ball much after that. But I didn't know if that was more of Tyreek Hill not playing well, or
Yeah,
if
I mean,
it's
maybe just
Miami
like
just not being able to move the ball through the air. Because I mean, I had Devon Achane playing. He had two on the ground. I mean, he ended up with over 100 yards, I believe.
yeah,
And
101.
yeah, I mean, they can move the ball on the ground, but you got to do both against the Bills. I mean,
Yeah,
the
I
Bills
mean,
capitalized on. I mean, what was the yeah the Dolphins? they lost a fumble and they threw a pick, so turnovers there. Time of possession was about the same, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a difference of about 30, 40 seconds, but wow. Turnovers will lose you a game, and especially you can't let the Bills get going.
I mean, yeah,
It's that
The
defense.
Bills dominated the first half. Like it was what, uh 31-14 at half. Like that's hard to come back from. I mean,
Oh, for sure.
but
Even if you are the Bills, I mean,
yeah,
or even if you are the Dolphins, I mean, a team that just put up 70 the week prior, that's
yeah,
crazy. They almost let up 50. Oh my goodness.
yeah. Speak of the team that got 70 scored on them, I think that's our next game.
Let's get into it. Wait,
Oh wait, back to sorry.
before.
We
Oh
we
yeah. I mean, I think it was
we
pretty obvious. We
we
both had the Dolphins there.
yep,
I mean, I wrote next to it when I was highlighting it in red. Wow, the Bills, because
yeah.
they they looked great.
They looked amazing.
So we both took an L there. But like you said, the team that got 70 dropped on them the week prior. Let's dive into that Broncos game.
Yeah, that was a team that made a comeback. Down
Wow.
21-7 at half. Justin Fields looked amazing for 2.5 quarters of
He
football.
started he started 16 for 16. His first incompletion was a Hail Mary to end the half.
Like he,
That's 2 weeks in a row for that Denver Broncos defense, where the starting quarterback went 16 for 16 to start the game.
yeah,
That's abysmal. Oh,
like these are the. I mean, taking a step away from the game for a second. What do the Bears do? Like, do they go for Caleb?
I don't think he wants to go there. He actually released a list of a few teams that he would want to go
Oh,
to.
I didn't see the list.
I know it included the Giants. I know it included the Cowboys, the Vikings, and there was two more. But it was none of the teams that are really going to be ending in the first like five picks, except maybe the Vikings if they don't turn things around, or the Giants.
Yeah, what's the team that holds the first and second pick? I saw it. I forget what team it was. It was a mm,
I don't know this early into the season. I don't really pay attention to that.
maybe it's the Panthers or something. I don't know. But yeah, back to the game. Russ made it happen late in the game. 17 points in the fourth quarter for a comeback.
Well, they were down 28-7.
Yeah, I mean, Russ just he was kind of slinging it late in the game.
That's insane. They played very well.
Yeah, I mean, late in the game, Justin Fields looked great in the first game, but like we knew both these teams were bad. Like it was,
It was really a battle to see who's worse. Because like if the Broncos lost to the Bears, wow, the Broncos are shitty, and the Bears just proved
yeah,
that
I mean,
they did have that first overall pick last year.
yeah,
Everyone forgets that because they traded it away. But
yeah, I mean, I don't got much from this game.
it was a shit bowl. I
Yeah,
mean, at least the Broncos came back. That was an impressive comeback, even if it is against the Bears. But that Broncos defense is really shitty. Sean Payton, what's going on, man?
yeah.
What's going on?
The Saints, what a steal! A first round pick for a coach who doesn't really know
Wait,
how to coach. It feels like.
wait,
Picks. Who do we pick? Do we both go Broncos or we split
yeah.
here?
I went Broncos. You went Broncos. I think that was the easy pick.
Yep.
Um, yeah. I mean, thank God they came back, or else we would have lost another one. We did not do very well this week.
Uh,
We'll reveal our records here at the end, but
yeah.
it was not good.
Not good.
But let's next game here. That's division
Div-
matchup. Huh?
yeah. I mean, I know who you picked for this game, and at the end of the day, it's kind of just not fair. I mean, game time decision. Deshaun Watson's out. There was only one way the game could have gone. I mean,
I was gonna text you see if we could do something about it, but I mean we already made our picks and I stuck
yeah,
with it. I thought their defense would be able to at least hold them to it, and I mean Dorian Thompson Robinson looked looked good in preseason, but I mean it's preseason. So, but yeah, I lost that one. Had the Browns.
Yeah, I mean, Dory Thomas Robinson had 3 interceptions. Like, you're not going to win a game. Um, Lamar had a game. Mark Andrews might be back. 2 touchdowns.
He went insane in fantasy. 25 points.
Oh, trust me, I'm in 2 leagues, and in both leagues, I went against the Stephon Diggs, Mark Andrews stack on both. I lost both leagues, of course.
Hey,
I
having a
stood
rough
no
go with things.
chance. I
You having a
stood
rough
no
go with things,
chance
huh?
this week. Yeah, it was a rough week. Yeah, Mark Andrews balled 5 receptions, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's actually a good idea. We're gonna add that onto the list. We're gonna kind of go over our fantasy team recap here in a little bit. We'll add that in later. But keep going on what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, Ravens moved the ball. I mean, not with ease. Like, the defense was there. It's just like when you turn the ball over, that many times.
Yeah, 28-3. That's not a close game in the NFL. That's hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, Lamar still had 2 fumbles. He recovered 1, lost 1. I mean,
And they
that's
lost
definitely,
the time of possession battle too. Turnovers really lose you a game. That's crazy.
yeah, I mean,
Oh, they got sacked 4 times. I mean, the sack battle on the defensive side of the ball is about the same.
yeah,
All penalties. Both had
Miles
a
Garrett had a sack.
huh. Well, yeah, I was wrong there. That sucks. I
Yeah,
really
man.
thought
That was just an unlucky one
that
for you.
Browns defense is allowing very few points per game until this past one.
Yeah.
But they did play Lamar.
So I took the Ravens. Amo took the Browns. Unfortunate for you. Um,
This next game is just like that Dolphins game.
yeah.
Let's
Uh,
dive into it. Staying within that division, at least with one side of the teams here, the Steelers Texans game.
I think
Oh, what?
the
What happened?
story of this game is the story of the season so far. Is CJ Stroud has not thrown an interception. They also allowed 0 sacks going against the person who's going to break the all-time sack record
Yeah,
in TJ Watt. And not to mention, did TJ Watt not get a sack? This was the game where they were adding TJ or JJ Watt to the Ring of Honor in
right.
Houston,
Honoring his brother. If
honoring
he
his
got a
brother.
sack, he was probably going to do his celebration and honor him in return, but nope.
No, I mean,
CJ Stroud is
whew,
playing so well, dude. He's
yeah,
he's playing well. I know like they make a new stat every year for anything, like but he's like the first quarterback to start with like 4 touchdowns, 900 yards to a certain amount of games with no picks. I know someone's probably done it with 915 yards or
yeah,
895 yards, you know what I mean? But whatever. It's still impressive. He hasn't turned the ball over yet.
no.
He's throwing multiple times a game. He's attempting, I think, 30 passes in most games this season, and
I
he's
mean, his
throwing
completion percentage
250,
was
300
like
yards,
he had bad completion percentage, but he still threw for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns.
306. That means he's completing long balls, and he's not just checking it down every play. He's reading the field,
Yeah,
finding an open guy, and I mean, he's putting up 30 on the Steelers, which historically has had a great defense.
yeah.
They get pressure on the ball, and
The 0 sacks is the part I cannot get past. I mean, that's
their O-line
insane.
played phenomenal. What's that? Is that Laramie Tunsil doing the
Laramie
dirty
Tum.
work there on TJ Watt?
Yeah, I guess so.
Remember what happened to Laramie? Oh, Laramie's a G.
He
Shout
goes back. Uh
shout out.
off
I don't
to
know. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything left on that game except we both picked the Steelers there and we were both
um
quite incorrect, were we not?
one last thing. Matt Canada. Does he know what he's doing?
I think he just plays Madden and he's like, hey, let's try it.
I mean, it could just be Kenny Pickett's bad, but I think it might be
He's hurt.
Matt.
That's another key point of the game too. He's gonna miss a few weeks there. Let's see if Mitch Trubisky can make a comeback. He can't.
That's probably, drafting him at, 3rd overall, I think. That was crazy.
He didn't go third. I think he went like 10.
No, he went top 5.
Really?
I think so.
That's crazy.
Let me see if I can.
That's the same draft of Mahomes.
Oh, he went round 1, pick 2.
Mitch Trubisky with second overall. That's hard to believe, man.
I mean, it was by
Man,
the
there's been some bad
Bears.
picks.
It was by the Bears. Come on. Is it that hard to believe?
No, that makes sense. Let's move
Uh,
on.
move on from one rookie quarterback to another.
Man,
Bryce Young.
he looks small, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Doesn't help when you're getting sacked all the time, getting a lot of pressure. How many sacks did they end up having?
5.
Oh,
Bryce Young got sacked 5 times. I mean,
he turned the ball over, didn't he? Yeah, he
uh,
had a fumble. He had a fumble. Actually returned for a touchdown, I believe.
oh yeah.
That was the first points of the game.
I mean, Kirk Cousins, awful this game. Still
Like,
finding a way to win. I mean, I don't know if you watched the towards the end of the game. I looked at this game probably midway through the like maybe beginning of the fourth quarter, end of the third quarter, and I said Carolina's gonna get this ball at the end of the game and they're gonna drive down the field and score. They were super close. They got the ball, drove down, fourth and like 8 and like on the 18 or something. They were just unable to convert, stalled out. Minnesota got the ball, took some knees, and that was it. But like,
just the first game, Kirk didn't look very good, huh?
I mean, Kirk hasn't really looked good for a couple games. I mean,
What, bro? He's been. I did highly disagree. Highly
I
disagree.
mean,
He's looked very good. He led the league in, I think, yards and touchdowns through the first 3 weeks. And like they only lost those games they were in because of fumbles, really, not even picks. Like I think he had thrown a few, but that's not the reason they lost. I mean, quarterbacks throw picks; it happens. It's part of
I
the game.
mean, yeah, Kirk did not look good this game.
But this game was probably the first time he didn't look very good. What he threw for 100, oh my
39
goodness,
yards.
130, 139,
Out of
100.
those 139, 85 of them were to Justin Jefferson.
I mean, that's a given.
It was a good week not to start Jordan Addison, who did
Yeah,
not record a catch.
I was just gonna say that I was about to place a really big parlay on him getting like under 3.5. I ended up not placing it. It was gonna be like $10 to win like 11K. You know, it won enough cash.
Yeah, one of those ones.
Yeah.
Gosh,
So,
I need legalized sports betting down here.
bro, I'm gonna be honest. It's hard to watch the Panthers play football.
Oh yeah, that's
Bryce Young is not entertaining to watch. I don't want to call myself a hater, but I think he's too small.
they just don't have a team for him.
It's it sucks for these rookies, man. They throw them under fire real quick.
Yeah, I mean,
Speaking of rookies, let's go into another one.
yeah,
Another rookie.
I mean, I absolutely
Hope this
love
one's
this
close,
rookie.
huh? He's a big guy. Can't stay. He hasn't stayed healthy. But hey, when he's in, they look good. They didn't win, but he can score.
Yeah, I mean, very good game. I mean, I absolutely love.
Oh wait, sorry. Rewind. I had the Vikings that game.
I think
He
I
had the.
also
Oh wait, no. Yeah, we both had the Vikings. They
both
did
of the
not play
Vikings.
together. Both had the Vikings. Both got the dub.
There we
All right,
go.
fast forward. Resume. We're on
All
the
right.
Rams and the Colts game. Here we
Yeah,
go.
Anthony Richardson, starting quarterback this week due to
Oh,
Justin Herbert being on bye, who's also a dog, but we'll get to that later. Um, but yeah, Anthony Richardson looked good. I mean, Matthew Stafford also looked good. Puka Nakuna looked good.
Nakua.
Nakua. I mean,
He had a game winner. That's his first touchdown, man. In OT.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if Cooper Cup's gonna be back this week. I actually traded him in fantasy. Um,
Oh, tell me about that trade real quick. What'd you
uh,
get?
I traded um, Travis Etienne and Cooper Cup for Aaron Jones and Jalen Waddle. I think I probably lost the trade. Oh, and we did a kicker swap.
There you go.
uh, it, I don't know. I don't think Cooper Cup's going to be back, and I don't think he's going to be back at 100% when he is. And I'm
Just need
tired
to
of
change
waiting.
scenery sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you just need to switch it up, see how it goes.
I'm tired of waiting. So like, it's just it was time for me to move on from him. And like Jalen Waddle's gonna be productive. He's got the Giants this week. We'll get to that in probably the next episode. But like Aaron Jones, he had like 6 points, but he was like on a snap count, like or
Yeah,
like
he's still coming back from that injury. They don't want him to. They're
yeah,
gonna slowly work his way back in. They don't want him to tweak it. But let's stay on. Let's finish up this Rams Colts game.
yeah. I mean,
The Rams had a what game winning drive in overtime,
yeah. I
and
mean,
Matt Stafford was banged up during it. He played through it. Dude, he's a dog. And Matt
that,
Stafford is so good at football,
but
and he's
that
got
second
so much.
half of football was all Colts. They
uh,
had all 23 points in the second half, held the Rams to just three. If Matthew Stafford didn't show up in overtime, like they would have lost that game. Like,
He did it hurt too.
yeah.
Very impressive.
But I mean, Colts look good. I can't lie.
Is
I
that
mean,
why? That's why you picked him to win that game, huh?
yeah. I mean, I picked them. You had the Rams, right?
Sir, that's where we yeah, we disagreed there. And I was right. I didn't know why I really picked them. I mean, I just thought the Rams were gonna show up. And I mean they did definitely in the first half, and then they were able to close it out in OT. But yeah, I think I just the experience, Matt Stafford's just old. That's really the only place they have experience though. And I think they have one of the youngest rosters in the league.
Yeah. Um.
Let's move on
Yeah.
to
Move
the
on to Saints Bucks.
Bucks.
Well, it's kind of a crazy game.
They almost started to come back there, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Give me a
Hey,
second.
Baker Mayfield, I mean, he's been playing well this year.
Yeah.
Now, this might be a bold statement, but I think he's the reason they're winning, along with their defense, of course.
I hope that Jameis Winston having his one completion for an interception doesn't mean I took the Saints. I know that was a stipulation in my pick. But I think I had starts.
Yeah, I have it in green here for you, and
Okay,
then
okay.
parentheses because Jameis didn't start the game. He ended up coming in though.
He came in for one play, chucked it up through an interception.
Oh boy, there's Jameis.
Uh, so I guess I'm glad Jameis didn't start, but Baker looked good. The big thing about the game was Mike Evans got hurt. I'm pretty sure the Bucks are on bye next week, so he'll be fine. He'll be back.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
but I think it's a soft tissue injury. Yeah, it's perfect time to get a bye and have that soft tissue injury.
Derek Carr's hurt, so maybe we will get to see some Jameis, or is Derek Carr fine?
I mean, Derek Carr was hurt not this week. He was hurt last week, and then he made the start for the Saints. So it looks like he's going to be playing here on out. Especially if he played last week. I mean, I don't see him sitting down this week
Yeah.
if he started
They
last
probably
week.
just put Jameis in for, garbage time down by a bunch.
Or if he was in for one play, was that the end of the game?
I don't know. I literally saw the clip. He came in, threw the ball. I didn't even look at the time.
Well, yeah, we both had the Bucks there. I mean, the Saints almost made it interesting, but nah, not really. 26-9 final score there. The time of possession in these games really is a lot closer than I would think in some of these cases, but that's really all I got for this game. I can never get into the NFC South teams. They're always so boring.
Yeah. Um, guess that
Here we
brings us to
go.
the
It's your
time of
time
the
to
hour.
shine, huh?
Yeah.
Let's
Um,
hear it. I know you watched. Oh, I actually had this game on too while I was watching Red Zone because it was the local game.
this was pretty much the main game I watched the entire time. What really killed us was the third quarter. They popped a stat up that said the Eagles are like the best team in the third quarter this year, and it showed. They put up 11 on us, but like the first half we were balling. Sam Howell was chucking it. The big thing is zero interceptions. He was sacked 5 times. I mean that's bad, but like we didn't fumble it. It was a clean turnover game from both teams. It was I don't know. I was yelling. We stopped the tush push. I believe once they had an offsides on one, and a should have been offsides in overtime. That was a upsetting one. Uh, a lot of people that I know were asking me like, "Do you think Rivera should have gone for two?" To be honest, no, I don't.
His excuse was horrible, but I agree. I think he should have gone to overtime.
Because in overtime, you want to get the ball. We got the ball. Like the fact that we kind of stalled out. I mean, I told you about this, but did we stall out? I don't know, but let me pull up the catch. That was not a catch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you got something you want everybody to see, especially
You know,
especially the refs of that game, huh?
so we're here. Like this is the video on Twitter. But here, let's get to the picture. There's a picture here, hard to see, but blown up. Here's the picture blown up. Like I see green. I don't know if you see green, but even more importantly, if the arm is in bounds, why is the foot on the arm not in bounds? It's just a question. I mean, like, because it's a step. That guy's arm is fully broken.
You think
But
it
like
broke?
100, I mean, that's full Terry McLaurin landed on you. But like, I don't know. To me, I see green between his foot
I agree.
and the line.
I thought it was complete. The refs were horrible all weekend. Don't
I
even get me
mean,
started on that Chiefs Jets game.
yeah, I mean, that's all I want to say. I think
So,
I texted you at the end of this game, and I said, I can't be I can't be mad. I'm just a little disappointed.
right. You can't be mad either. I texted you during the game too. I think the division's wide open. I think you guys are playing very well. That's a tough loss.
I
And the
mean,
Eagles, I mean, they're squeaking out wins, but they're ugly wins. But it's the NFL. A win is definitely a win. That's
a
all that
win is a
matters.
win. I
Heavy
mean,
win. But we'll
it's
see.
not
We'll
the
see.
overtime. I don't know. It was I don't want to say a confidence booster because we did lose, but like we definitely a confidence booster. We
You
looked good.
you know that you can hang. I mean,
Jack Del
take,
Rio. I mean,
take that in next
another
week.
thing that I take away from this game is we had Emmanuel Forbes on AJ Brown, who was just he was getting torched. But the best part about that is I feel like Devontae Smith was kind of held quiet. I mean, he did have 7 catches for 78 yards, but like one of those catches was 30, like a 40-yard catch. If you take that off, like
He didn't catch that.
yeah,
He didn't catch that. That long one that hit the ground.
oh yeah,
I don't think he caught it, but whatever.
I mean, it is what it is. Brian Robinson fumbling in the end zone, Terry McLaurin recovering it was probably one of the hypest moments of the game.
That
Hated to
gave
see that as a fantasy owner of Brian Robinson. Would have loved that touchdown to count.
had Terry on the bench, bro.
Oh, how I read you the stats last week. How could you bench Terry? He eats against the Eagles.
I don't know. I think Chris Olave, dude. I need to not start him. Hmm.
Yeah. I don't really got much more. We got Thursday night. I think we can hopefully win that, and then we'll. I think in the next 3 weeks before we play the Eagles again, I don't think we're gonna lose again.
Who do you play?
Uh, Bears, Falcons, Giants, then the Eagles again. So
Yeah, I don't see you losing again either. But you did lose there, and you picked them. So
yeah,
that's a loss on your record too. I picked the Eagles. But
they're
we'll dive
just.
into this next game. I only got one thing to say. Well, two things to say.
Oh, I don't even want to get into this game. This game makes me upset.
One, it's just a question. What the fuck's going on with Joe Burrow? And number two, I didn't watch much of this game. That's really all I gotta say. Like,
I
that's it.
saw a stat that
One
said
more thing. Derrick Henry, we were talking shit last week, and he put two in the back of the end zone for us. So
one passing and one rushing.
yeah,
He threw a touchdown. The
yeah,
jump
I know.
past his back. It was great. But
His rushing touchdown was
I saw a
impressive.
stat about Joe Burrow that said he is the um it's like the first quarterback through 4 weeks to have 150 uh pass attempts and average like less than 5 yards.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like he averaged 5.5 yards a completion, and he had 20 completions this week. Um, the only thing that's like a positive is a lot of those are going to Jamar Chase. Those
Yeah,
nickel and dimes. He's
he is
getting. I would love Jamar Chase to score a touchdown. But I guess we would need Joe Burrow to throw a touchdown first.
yeah.
That's really the story of this game. Joe Burrow, no touchdowns. Joe Mixon, no touchdowns.
Yeah.
They scored no touchdowns, and Derrick Henry did it all. He threw the ball, he ran the ball, he even had a catch.
21-point second quarter. That's what
Yeah, I mean,
really finished the game right there before half. And I mean, we were both wrong there. I thought the Bengals were gonna win.
yeah, I
We were.
mean,
I
Joe
mean,
Burrow fumbled it. Ryan
that
Tannehill
was
had an
bad. We've
interception.
been sleeping on the Titans. No one likes the Titans because they play such boring football, but they're always solid.
I mean,
At least as of late, as of like
someone's
19.
got to figure out who is impersonating Joe Burrow. This guy is a high school level quarterback.
This man's a Snickers.
Like, is this Joe Burrow back at Ohio State? Like, come on.
What's going on? I hope he turns it around. I like Joe Burrow a lot, but he's not playing like a top even 10 quarterback right now. He's got like the 31st ranked QBR in the league.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad. Let's move on. I'm upset. I put up the wrong game here.
Too. But off to the Titans Raiders.
Titans Raiders. You mean the
Sorry,
Chargers Raiders?
Chargers Raiders. Um, Justin Herbert, uh,
The
dog.
grit, man.
I mean,
Dude.
Jimmy G was out. They had Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah, he played well. I mean, he
Uh,
had 20 something completions, 24 to 39.
I mean, the only sad part is he's lining up his receivers. Devontae Adams was taking shots left and right. But
It's not fun.
story of this game is Justin Herbert had two on the ground. All those Mike Williams touchdowns that he would throw, like those deep corners, he's just running them in. As a Justin Herbert owner, can't be mad. He's great in fantasy. Number one quarterback. They take a bye this week.
Staley's still a dumbass.
Who is?
Staley, head coach of the Chargers. But their defense played well. I mean, they were playing a backup QB, but that's the first time they didn't let up a shit ton of points, so that's why they won the game. A pick at
They
the end to seal it, and then a
they had
long ball.
two fumbles. They recovered two fumbles. The defense they forced against the Raiders.
Yes, sir. And they did had a pick to seal the game at the end there, and then got that first down to really seal it.
I mean, 0 points in the second half. That seems a little bit concerning. But yeah,
Wow, I just saw that. But I mean, overall, good win.
good win. Yeah,
Yes, I mean their defense stepped up when it mattered at the end. A win's a win, right?
we'll see how they come back. I mean, the early bye week is always strange, especially you played 4 games. Now you're on bye
Oh,
week,
they
but
they have a long stretch to the end of the year, man.
yeah,
It's
I
where
mean,
players hurt. You want your
so
bye around week 9.
yeah, later the
Well,
bye. I even think the 10-11s are pretty good buys because
yeah,
rather be rested for that final stretch. But
that
yeah,
that just makes that first stretch of the season pretty long. But yeah, it's about the same thing. I mean, that game pretty much ended or pretty much went the way we thought it would.
yeah.
Chargers coming out on top. I thought it'd be pretty close, but that's about all we got for that one.
Do we both have the Chargers?
Yes, sir, we did.
All right. Now it's your time to shine.
Our defense is crazy, bro. They asked who's gonna step up when Trayvon Diggs goes down. I said Deron Bland. Crazy. Over since the start of last season to now, he has the most picks in the NFL with 8. The only other person to have 8 within that time period is Trayvon Diggs. So that's sick to have them both on the same team. I mean, he started as a safety on our team, went to nickel, now he's outside making plays. He's got 3 touchdowns this year, I believe. I mean, defense was flying around. Well, once you start making plays on defense early, you demoralize the team. I mean, it's the biggest loss Bill Belichick's ever had in 29 years of coaching,
Yeah.
or 35. I don't know, however long he's been coaching, he's never lost by that much. Dak Dak looks great all year. He's literally made one bad throw all year, and it was a pick. And I mean, he looks good. Our offense, red zone's a little concerning, but I mean, we did score in the red zone. We figured something out. We need to use our fullback a little more, but I'm not too concerned. I mean, if we're not able to score in the red zone and we're beating teams by 35 points because our defense is so good, then it's the least of our worries, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
we'll worry about it when we get to those situations. But damn, that was a good win. That we needed that after losing,
yeah, it
especially
looks
the
good. It looks like a good win on paper. Like, I didn't watch
as
much of this game, but uh, you guys
soon as it was
dominated.
18-3, that was game over. I mean, Mac Jones did not look good. He was making horrible decisions. They did lose Christian Gonzalez and Matthew Judon throughout the game, which definitely doesn't help when you're trying to make stops and come from behind. But
Yeah,
uh, that's a good win. I mean, it's definitely a win you want to roll off of going into next week's matchup, which
big matchup for you guys.
big matchup. If we win, put some goddamn respect on our name, bro.
Well,
We be number one team in the NFL if we win that game.
we both had the Cowboys, or did I take the Patriots?
Ah, you took the Patriots, sir. No
Ah.
spread or nothing. Patriots straight up. You were quite incorrect. No,
But
I
I
did say I
think
did not think the Cowboys were going to cover. I was wrong there, but I didn't like take that as my official pick. So Dallas wins, and goddamn did
what
they
was the
cover?
spread?
It
Oh,
was like 8,
oh, so you
3.
did cover. You did
No, it
cover.
was like 3 or 4.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought you said you didn't cover. I was like, wow, you guys definitely covered.
Oh no,
Um,
no, yeah, no, we
but
definitely.
on to who you guys play next week.
Oh no, no, we'll worry about that next episode. I don't want to think about it more than I have to.
But on to them
Real
now
quick,
for the
real quick.
49ers versus the Cardinals.
Okay, here
Um,
you go.
yeah,
I have the cards
49ers
covered
made 49ers made the Cardinals look like they shouldn't have won a game last week.
in the second half.
Yeah,
In the second half,
I mean Christian McCaffrey had 3 touchdowns in
Four-
the first half.
yeah, but it was 17-10 at halftime.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't. It was 21-10 at halftime.
yeah.
But there was a point where the Cardinals looked like they might bring it close because at one point it was 16-21, and then San Francisco just kept giving the ball to McCaffrey and did what they
Um,
do, pounded it down their throat and scored
McCaffrey
touchdowns.
had 4 touchdowns, 177 yards, 7 catches, and 20 carries. Um,
Fantastic showing by McCaffrey. Let's hope he's got 7 yards on the ground, -3 reception yards on 4 catches next week. But
Unfortunately, I think if you can hold him under 80 yards, it's a win.
yeah, I mean, we got to hold their entire team to under 150 rushing yards, and that's a win, and that's still a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
Niners,
yeah,
dogs. They're definitely the
dominant.
favorites until we knock them off next week, but we'll get into that in the next pod.
Yeah, we'll get there. That's for the next episode. This
Yeah.
one we just look back on how they had success. Um,
And you had San Fran and you had them covering. You got the dub there. I had the Cardinals being able to cover. They did not, unfortunately. So I took the L there. You took the dub.
yeah,
But
San Francisco is very dominant.
yep, just like Arizona's second half. We ain't got much left here for you. So let's hop into that night game, which of course was just Taylor Swift all over the screen, but
Yeah.
whatever. Zach Wilson looked good.
Um, I
That
saw,
defense is legit.
I saw a tweet and it was, or I actually heard this on the Pat McAfee show. It was these people were they had a flight to Buffalo during the Sunday night game, and they're playing a drinking game that every time uh, they said Taylor Swift, everyone took a drink, and every fifth time this guy bought everyone at the bar a shot. And their flight was delayed, and then they finally got undelayed, and they got re-delayed because some guy puked getting onto the plane.
Bruh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was all just Taylor Swift here, Taylor Swift there.
That's annoying, but I mean the Jets played well. That defense really causes some issues for some really good quarterbacks.
Yeah. I mean, I remember watching one of Patrick Mahomes' interceptions, and it was just bad. Like, but yeah, Travis Kelsey kind of showed up, 6 catches for 60 yards, but still no touchdown. Um,
Oh, that defense. I mean, give me 1 second. I'm trying to see what I saw the other day. This is me promoting my boy number 4 while also highlighting how good that defense is. All right. So this tweet says, let's see if I got this right. Josh Allen versus the Jets. 70.7%, 236 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, and a fumble loss against that Jets defense. Patrick Mahomes, 60% completion percentage, 203 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Now, Dak Prescott against that same defense, 81.6%, 255 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns, 0 turnovers.
yeah, that's crazy.
Dak's playing great football this year. That defense is legit, though. You see what they can do to some legit stars. But I mean, I just wanted to highlight Dak's success this season so far, while also highlighting that defense. They're good.
Yeah.
They're
The defense is going to keep the Jets in a lot of games. I
yeah.
mean,
And though I mean, if Zach Wilson can play like that, even every other week, they're gonna win a good amount of games.
yeah, he had
Because
no interceptions and one fumble. It's all you need from him, you know?
that fumble was unfortunate, but still, overall as a quarterback, he played well.
Yeah.
And I mean, those penalties at the end, you could the NFL is it's hard to believe it's not rigged sometimes. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even think about it anymore. Whatever, it's the Chiefs. They wanted them to win. Taylor Swift in the building. Let's
Yeah.
move on to last night. Oh my goodness.
Um,
He who shall not be named is quite trash at the game of football. He
yeah.
doesn't deserve his contract. The Giants are stuck. That sucks. Even Daboll is frustrated with him, throwing iPads at him on the sideline. Man, they suck.
Yeah, it was brutal for them. They were never in the game. Um, he who shall be named on the other team who came in, Drew Lock.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that made me excited. I love seeing Drew Lock play football.
I mean, you
Um,
went 2 for 6 for 63 yards, but still,
I'm he on the ground. He was 1 for 11. Don't forget about that.
you got them legs, that sneaky athleticism, as they say.
He got them in range for Kenneth Walker to steal his show and take a touchdown. But yeah, Geno Smith looked good again. I mean, ish. It was just really the Giants are bad. Um, Turnovers, one fumble, 2 interceptions. That's what Daryl Jones did. No Saquon, it showed. The
Yeah,
defense
it's going to
got there.
continue to show when you have Daniel Jones in that offensive line. Even with
Uh,
Saquon, I mean, that offensive
Daniel
line,
Jones got sacked 10 times this week.
that's absolutely insane.
And
I mean,
it's not like Seattle has like
no,
top super paid like D line. I mean, they've a solid D line, a lot of young
they still
guys,
got
Yeah.
Bobby Wags. He had,
Uh,
oh my goodness, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss,
Devin
nine
Witherspoon.
solo, 17 total.
Devin Witherspoon might be rookie of the year in the or defense rookie of the year. He's a dog. I was
No,
thinking to myself, damn, I wish we got him. And then I also thought, damn, we had no opportunity. He went fifth overall. We had no opportunity to get him. I'm happy with Emmanuel Forbes, but damn, is he good?
both had the Hawks there. We had them covered too. The spread is only 1.5. My goodness, did they cover? And
Yeah.
going back to that last game, we both had the Chiefs. Both got that one. So
Yeah.
we ended up finishing what on the week? You went.
Or
It was rough, huh? 9-7 for Matt.
yeah.
I went another 10-6. It seems to be my average here. Seems to be quite now. I mean, it's more than 50%. Can't be that hurt.
Yeah. It wasn't looking good at some points during that.
No, it was not. Well, I
I
mean,
feel like off to surprise number 2 for the
I
show.
was just gonna say here's the perfect time for it.
Um, Starting as of now, we now have a Twitter.
Hell yeah.
Rival Talks Pod on Twitter. Having our new logo. The bio, the official Twitter of the Rival Talk. Oh, I should add podcast to that. But yeah, we have a new Twitter. We are gonna start tweeting some stuff, some of our takes, mid games, whatever we're thinking, promoting our stuff. So you should go and follow us there, and also follow us here if you're not following us here already. Um, we're keep grinding out podcasts, and having fun with it. But yeah, the Rival Talk Twitter now, or X, whatever we want to call it, is just a new platform for us to interact with everybody and share our thoughts.
Hell yeah. And I mean, well, if we could figure it out on the technology side, we'll try and have it here on the screen at some point so you guys can see what the ad is. Give us a follow and follow along with us.
Yeah.
But from there, I mean, that was surprise number two. I mean, from there, what's next? Let's dive into that Thursday night game. I mean, I
The
know you want
Pardon
to
My
talk about
Take Bowl. I mean,
it.
yeah. Commanders Bears.
Thursday night football, huh? We're gonna make our picks for that game here because I mean, last week we forgot to make that Thursday game before we recorded the next pod. So
Yeah, I mean,
Justin Fields sucks. I got to go Commanders here.
yeah, I mean, I'm starting every Commanders player I have in any league. I picked up their defense. I liked how last week it looked like we were quarterback spying a lot for Justin Fields, so it seems that we can easily just kind of rock the same game plan for this week defensively, especially
You
coming
don't
off a
really have
short
to
week.
worry. You don't have to worry about him dicing you up in the air either. Not that you really
Yeah,
had to with Jalen Hurts. I'm not discrediting Jalen Hurts, but I
I
mean
mean,
he did kind of throw on you towards the end there. But
yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
I mean that game plan of a QB spy and kind of managing that run game and making Justin Fields beat you with his arm. I mean
yeah,
that's how you win that game.
I mean, if Sam Howell can play half as decent he played last week, I know a clean game, we'll win the game
They'll
easily. I
turn it
think.
over.
Um, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a shitty Thursday night game.
Oh, dude, all the Thursday, not all of them, but yeah, it's good. It can't be worse than last year's. I think it was Colts, Bears, or no, Colts, Broncos. Oh, it was like 12-9. If it's worse than that, I'm turning it
I'm
off.
pretty sure the Commanders Bears was also 12-9 last year.
Oh yeah, it was a bad one, and they were
Yeah,
like back-to-back weeks. That was
yeah.
rough.
Um, yeah, not much. I think we both have the Commanders for
I'm going
this.
Commanders here. What's the spread here? I'm just curious. I'm not gonna pick it. I'm just gonna pick straight up Commanders, but I'm just
Um,
curious how heavily they are favored. I would assume at least 3.5,
what is the spread? 6.5.
6.5.
Honestly, I'll take Commanders minus 6.5. I'm
I'm just
confident.
I'm taking them straight up, but I'll log that here for you.
I feel like if I'm going spread, you gotta go spread.
I can do what I want.
Well, then just give me Commanders line. I don't want to go
Okay.
spread if you're not going spread. That seems like a lot
I,
more risk for nothing.
I don't believe it. I don't know. One guy I work with who's really good at betting said always take the underdog if it's like 6.5. Take the favorite if it's 6. Something with Vegas. I don't know. I'm just taking. Nah, I'm being safe. Commanders here because anything can happen in the NFL, dude.
Yeah, especially on Thursday night, short week.
Yeah.
It's gonna be exciting. I mean, I'm probably not gonna watch a lot of football on Sunday because the Commanders aren't playing, so I can do whatever I want. But we'll see. Um, yeah, you wanna pump out an immaculate grid?
Real quick, I want to hear some more about what you've been going through in fantasy. Just give us a quick rundown of the overall, just your record and just the overall.
Oh, so
Hey,
I
actually,
I'm
no,
in
no, no.
4 leagues
Quick,
in
quick,
total.
quick. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to do this. I'm gonna count you down. Ready?
Yep.
On the clock.
So I'm in 4 leagues. Uh, 2 on sleeper, which I actually prefer. I think it's a very useful thing. It's very nice. Um, I'm 1-3 in both of my sleeper leagues. Awful. Um, I probably shouldn't have traded Cooper Cup to be honest, but I did for Jalen Waddle and Aaron Jones. That's my big league.
Who's your top scorer on that team?
It's my quarterback,
Which is
Justin Herbert.
yeah, good pick.
I have Jamar Chase. He's been kind of shit in the bed. I have Michael Pittman who's been balling. Brian Robinson. Like the team's solid. I just need them all to play well together.
At the same
Um,
time.
yeah. I'm playing one of the better teams this week. To my other league that I pay a little less attention about, it's my Bijan Robinson league. I have AJ Brown. I should have won last week, I feel like, but I guess my team stunk. Oh, because I started Michael Pittman. That's really the story of my week last week. I started Michael Pittman.
Ah,
Um, for my
I played
ESPN leagues, getting to my better team. It was the team I drafted Chubb in. I am 3-1. Um, my running backs are kind of stacked. I have Kenneth Walker, Damian Pierce, Devontae Achin. I have
oh
Jonathan Taylor on the bench for whenever he wants to come play football.
practicing this week.
I have
He's
Jerome Ford. Um, my wide receivers, I also have Jamar Chase in this league, Terry McLaurin, who balled last week. And then
20 seconds.
going to my last team is the team I share with my dad. It's actually for his work league. I just help him out with it. I am 4-4 in that league because they do against the median. So you
Okay.
have to win your game and win against the median, and you become 2-0. But we lost. We were 2-0. We were 4-2, and then we lost to the median and lost this week. Um, Probably gonna lose again next week. Kenneth Walker's on bye. This is like a 16 team league, and it is just deep. So that's a team I'm struggling with. But yeah,
Overall, you got what? Two good teams, two bad teams. There was a 1 and 3.
it's pretty much 1-3, but it's kind of 2-2 depending. I feel like any team with Kenneth Walker is a good team. So my two ESPN ones, but I need to wrap my sleeper teams around and get some wins. So
Well, I'll give you all the quick rundown. I only got two teams, so I don't know if this will take a whole 2 minutes, but I'm having a pretty good year so far, to be honest. I mean, last week I suffered my first loss in either team, lost by 2 to my dad. It
oh, that's a
sucked.
brutal one.
It sucked because every single one of my players played in the 1 o'clock time slot. So after that, I just had to wait, see if my dad was going to come back. And he had Jamar Chase when Jamar Chase decided to return to the NFL. But in that league, I am 3-1. Copped the dub over my uncle this week, 121 to 101. Highest scoring player this week was, oh, let's go back, was Stephon Diggs, 36 points. Went crazy and then picked up Devon Achin in the waiver wire, started him over Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford ended with 8. Devon Achin, 26. 101 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. I'm still riding it out with Jahmyr Gibbs. Made the last minute decision to start Jordan Love over Jared Goff. That turned out correct. Thank you, Matt.
Yep, we talked about that one in the last podcast.
This next team, my hardest matchup probably all year. We both had a shitty week. I beat him 108, 101. He has Saquon and Austin Eckler on the bench because they're hurt. But yeah, it was good. Biggest or highest score here was Cowboys defense. Two
Um,
interceptions, a fumble recovery, 3 points allowed, and 2 touchdowns. Tyler Bass in both leagues putting up 14 at kicker position. Jordan Love got the start here as well because, I mean, luckily I started him because they played Thursday and Deshaun Watson was ruled out on like Saturday. So thank God I made that decision.
yeah,
One thing I need help on is Chris Olave. Well, and sorry, this last league I just talked about, I'm now 4-0 in that league. That was my hardest matchup. He's got a stacked team when he's healthy. Needed that one. But Chris Olave, what do I do, man? 1.4 points. Christian Kirk, I never know when to play him. What the heck?
it's starting to seem like you play him every week. He's
I
averaging
gotta
like,
start Christian Kirk every week now. I picked up Tank
especially.
Dell for some reason because he put up 20 last 2 weeks. He's never getting a start again. And
I
Chris
mean,
Olave,
it
I
was the
think,
Nico Collins show there
yeah,
instead. But
it
I think
was
Tank Dell is definitely a good player. You just got to figure out when to start him.
when, yeah. Christian Kirk, I guess he's getting the start every week now. But
Yeah.
Chris Olave, I got to replace him with somebody. I think I'm in, because in one league, I think I'm going to either play Terry or DJ Moore. Both had crazy good weeks this past week.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
think
don't
DJ Moore
know.
might do well against you.
DJ Moore, I feel like he's just gonna be locked this week. He might have some catches, but like I feel no, he's definitely gonna go off. I can't say he's gonna be locked. He's gonna go off.
I might give him the start.
Yeah, let's do an immaculate grid.
All right, let's wrap it up with that. A couple Weddles after that.
Yeah,
All right, I'll pull it up. I just pulled it up. Let me share my screen real quick.
perfect.
Go full screen here. You see everything clear on your end?
Yep.
Cool. This will be a good one. Oh, I know that middle one. We gotta shout him out.
Yeah.
All right.
Oren Burks.
Some of y'all might not even know who this guy is. He doesn't. He plays some. He's not a big time player. He plays a lot on special teams, things like that. But we hold him close to our heart because he went to our high school. He's the only player from our high school in the NFL, and we're proud of him. He started with the Packers. Now he's on the Niners. Oren Burks, baby.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
That's a 14%.
14. That's more than I would have thought. I thought it'd be
Yeah,
like
I was
10.
thinking like one, maybe 0.01 or
Probably it's
something.
probably every. So it could only be people from South County High School in Lorton, Virginia, or
It could also be,
diehard Niners fans and diehard. I guess Vanderbilt fans as well. He did
yeah,
play safety at Vanderbilt. He was good. SEC safety. Shout out Oren Burks. We love you.
we love you. What else we got on here?
1,000+ passing season,
Alex Smith?
dude. That's come on, man. I love you. This is why we do this. This one's easy.
We going Eli?
Yeah. Dude, what if he never did? That'd be insane.
And that one, there's only one. Unless you want to go like Drew Bledsoe and hope
That's
he did it.
exactly that's the other name I would have thought because he played for the Cowboys as well. But
Yeah, we gotta go safe. Go safe.
yeah, we got to shout out the goat, Tommy Tom.
Only 50%. Wow, that's like another surprising one. Like, how is Eli getting guessed more than Tom Brady? Um, Now it's time for the ones that we're gonna struggle with real quick.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
Fred Warner, did he not play on? No, he was a forever uh 49. I thought he might have played
This
on
one's
6.
easy. This one's easy. We shouted him out in the last one.
Richard Sherman.
I'm not tripping, right?
No, you're right.
Hmm.
Giants Seahawks.
Feel like it's a tight end. Oh no, I think Golden Tate never played for the Seahawks, did he?
Did he? No, I think he played for the Lions.
Played for the Lions. He did play for the Giants. I know that.
Giants Packers. I just had a name. I thought I had it on the top of my head. Let me think.
Huh.
Did Ramondre Stevenson play on the Seahawks?
Uh-uh.
Um, Jeez.
I feel like you're onto something with running back there, though.
Burkhead, no, he played for the Dolphins. But Garrett Blunt? No, he never played for the Seahawks.
Huh.
Yeah, well, this is as good as we can do, you know. Um, did Eli Apple play for the Packers?
No. The Ha Ha Clinton Dix ever played for the Giants.
think so. Get, I mean, like if we got no other guess, I feel like why not? I know he played for the Redskins, I think. Um,
We'll save it. We'll save it. We can't.
well,
We can't.
we gotta get another guess on the board. Um,
Like
um,
Seahawks. Dang.
damn, this is brutal. As far
Yeah.
as we, because I can't think of anybody. Quarterback maybe.
Plaxico Burress ever played for the Seahawks?
I have no idea. Um, Giants wide receivers.
Oh man.
Else did Randall Cobb play? Texans.
Played on the Texans.
Randall Cobb, I think so.
Yeah, played on the Cowboys. Um, dang man.
Let's do
We
some Weddles. We'll come back. We'll come back.
we suck. Huh?
We suck.
Man, whatever. All right, QB under 6'2", Kyler Murray. Ooh,
Um, in the NFC, a quarterback under the number 8, number 7, Geno Smith. No, too young. It's a younger
he's
quarterback.
above 26.
He's 27 or 28, but he's under the number 8. What number could that be? It's like 6. Who wears number 6?
Wait, which Geno wear?
7. But Geno's too old. Geno's 30.
Yeah, he's got to be under 39.
He's got to be 27 or 28, bro. Look at Kyler. And that was the same division. We need
Oh,
Baker.
you're right.
It's
He could be
Baker.
29.
100% Baker.
Uh-uh.
100% it's Baker. Go Baker.
Dak Prescott.
It's Baker. If it's not Baker, it's Dak.
Let's go, man.
Told you.
Who you want to guess?
Um, let's go CeeDee Lamb. He's right there.
Receiver
No,
in the AFC.
someone his age in the division. George Pickens? Shit. No, it's gotta be not on this different team, different team.
Oh, you're right.
Browns receivers. Who the Browns got? Amari Cooper? No, Amari Cooper's way older than that. Or the Ravens who have Zay Flowers, but he feels way young. But guess Zay Flowers. Maybe he's 23.
5'10".
And he's on the Browns. Who have the Browns drafted at wide receiver? Donovan Peoples or the
Nah, he's too old.
damn. Who else is on their receiving core?
How are we this dumb?
Bro, it's not Amari Cooper. It's not him. Who else it could it be?
They draft a receiver?
Apparently 2 years ago.
What?
I have no idea. Like, you know it?
No,
Yes, Amari. I know it's not Amari. Who could it be?
it's not a no. Amari Cooper is like
Way old.
29.
Yeah.
See?
We don't even have a number. We have no range in the number. Oh, it's under. It's somewhere between 11 and
And
4.
four.
So it's a single digit number.
Oh no, 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 no. It's not it.
Guess it.
Mm-mm. He's not even on the team. Oh man, dude.
We're not even gonna get this one. Like, this sucked.
Oh man.
Bro, who could it be?
Bro, this is insane. I looked it up. Not even him.
Who the fuck could it be?
I have no idea.
Just guess someone. Click it.
Bro, that's
Bro.
that's who I was thinking, but I was thinking Marvin Mims because I just saw he got signed by someone. That was so easy. We were stupid. All right, last one. Let's just start with Adam Thielen here. All right. So he's young. He's in the NFC. He plays QB. Younger. He's in his 20s. Play running back.
He's in the NFC?
Yeah. So he's a receiver.
No, he's a quarterback.
Oh
A
yeah,
tight
yeah.
end.
He's a tight
And
end because he's
go
above the number 20.
George Kittle. Not George Kittle.
Oh, well, I don't know why I guess the East.
George Kittle's number. Yeah. Go
He
ahead.
doesn't wear 89.
Just click it.
Who wears 89?
Click George Kittle. There. Now we know the division. So it's the NFC West, which means it's Tyler Higbee.
Nice. One more. Start with AJ Dillon. Ooh,
Bad guess. Um,
but he's
Patrick
short.
Mahomes.
He's
Patrick.
short.
Oh.
Less than 6 foot.
Um, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill.
No, he's under 25.
Oh, it's in the NFC though. It's not in the NFC. It's in the AFC. CJ Stroud.
Mm-mm. He's not 5'11. Dang, he's even shorter.
Who's another rookie receiver this year?
Who's 5'9"?
Josh Downs.
All right,
The
let's
one.
see if we've tricked our brains.
All right, here we go.
Come on.
Green Bay
I
and
feel like
the
did
Patriots. Go for it. Hey,
no. I'm thinking of Eddie Lacy, aren't I?
yeah. Um, Giants Seahawks. That one feels like it should be good. Oh, it's Geno Smith.
Good job.
Um,
I feel like it's haha Clinton Dix, bro.
go for it. I don't remember him on the Giants, but it sounds right.
Feel like I do. I don't think it's right.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Oh. As that's right, we waved the white flag, I think.
We gotta be able to find one more.
Um, Butler. Isn't the guy that had the pick, didn't he end up going to the Patriots? I don't think it's Jerome Butler. It's just type in Butler.
It's off. This is oh no, Malcolm
Mark.
Butler.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he did.
I think he was on the Patriots.
On the Titans.
Maybe. Um, Wide receiver? No. I have no
Man,
idea. I think we
whatever.
just give up.
Embarrassing yet again.
Let's see who we could have gotten. Any notable players?
Ty Montgomery. Man, we would have been stuck here.
Yeah. Look at the
Man,
Packers one. Packers Giants. Mark Ingram.
that's not the Mark Ingram we're taught. Like we know the
Oh no, it's not.
Martellus Bennett. Hmm. Tough one.
Tough one.
Dion Branch. Dang.
Josh Gordon would have been a good one.
Huh?
Josh Gordon was on that list, I think. Whatever. Yeah, I think that's a good place to wrap up the episode for the week.
Yeah. What a rough way to go once
Yeah,
again. But thanks for joining us, especially if you made it this far. We'll be back at some time later in this week to kind of break down what we're going into on what week 5.
yeah,
And yeah, we'll see you then. I mean, we'll try and drop our ads and everything down at the bottom so you can give us a follow there. If not, like and subscribe here. Matt, if you want to say anything to the people before we head out.
yeah. If you made it this far, thanks for being here. Like, subscribe, share the podcast.